Big Anthony Joshua is stepping back in the ring this weekend against Kristian Prenga, the 20-1 contender. This is a massive fight, and it's a big weekend for boxing because Tyson Fury has just gone ahead and fought Marius Watch. I made a video breaking that down. It was an absolute joke, shambles, laughable fight. Tyson Fury got the TKO by corner stoppage. Marius Watch, the 46-year-old, went 7 rounds with Tyson Fury. Honestly, quite impressive to see. Tyson Fury looked very slow out there. He looked unfit. He didn't look prepared. And quite frankly, having seen his performance, I'll wait until I see what Anthony Joshua looks like, but it's not looking good for Tyson Fury right now. He's clearly slowed down. He's clearly regressed. The age, the lifestyle that he's been leading has caught up to him. And him versus AJ is not a bigger fight as it could be because of these guys ducking and cherry-picking opponents. Whatever side you fall on, whether it be Tyson Fury ducked AJ or AJ ducked Tyson Fury, the fact of the matter is both men are fighting one another when they're out of their prime and when the fight is not as big as it could have been if they had fought, when they both had the belts and when they both were in their prime, reigning, defending champions. But that's another story. Tyson Fury went out there, looked average at best against Marius Watch. It was a Burger King's versus McDonald's fight, and Tyson Fury got it done. Now we see Anthony Joshua. He's fighting an actual contender, a dangerous guy, 20-1, 20 knockouts. This guy is I believe he's in his 30s. The opponent he's facing, he's in his prime, a hard-hitting heavyweight contender. And Anthony Joshua, I'm going to commend Anthony Joshua a little bit because Anthony Joshua is going in there and he's just gone through a traumatic experience. Fair enough, he's had his kind of sleeper fights similar to Tyson Fury where he's in there with guys that really shouldn't be able to lace the gloves up against him, like Jake Paul. Even Francis Ngannou was not as legit of a defense, but he was fighting guys like Daniel Dubois. He was fighting legit opponents, and he fought Jake Paul. It was what it was. That was heavily criticized at the time because it took him like 6 rounds. But Jake Paul was running around the ring. AJ knocked him out, broke his jaw, made the world very happy. And then he goes ahead and gets in a car crash where 2 of his best mates die right in front of him and he was injured. When I saw that happen, I truly thought to myself, fuck, this guy's never going to fight again. And that's why I'm not being so hard on AJ because listen, Tyson Fury is his own story. He's fighting some 46-year-old bum in Thailand where no one can watch it. It's a shambles and it's a spit in the face to boxing. At least Anthony Joshua, after everything he's been through, is coming back and fighting a legit opponent. A young, hungry, 20-1 opponent who's got 20 knockouts, a power puncher. He's been knocked out recently, old Anthony Joshua. He's going in there against a power puncher. This is a legit fight. Now, Kristian Prenga is not the biggest name in boxing. I had to look him up. I had to do a bit of research to find out who he was, if I'm being completely honest. But he's a legit opponent. He's a young heavyweight contender. And it's not world championship level, but it is a legit step-up fight. It's a legit step-up fight. Tyson Fury fighting 46-year-old journeyman Marius Watch is not. And if the fight does occur between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, which is a big if because we don't know how Anthony Joshua is going to look out there. Obviously, there's the physical damage that may or may not have occurred. We don't know in the car crash, but there's a psychological damage. I mean, if you read the report, it's pretty damning. Anthony Joshua got into a car crash and one of his best mates got his head cut off. Legit. He's got his head, I think he got decapitated. And then the other one got severely injured and obviously died. They both died. Anthony Joshua was lucky to survive. He's been in a near-death experience. God knows what he saw in that car. God knows what he saw after. Dealing with that, to be able to come back to anything is insane, let alone the highest level of sport, the highest level of combat sports, heavyweight boxing. So I commend Anthony Joshua, and he's 10 times the man Tyson Fury is because he's actually going in there against a legit opponent after such a life-changing event. If Anthony Joshua was fighting Marius Watch, I probably wouldn't be so hard on him because you'd expect that. You would expect Anthony Joshua to fight an absolute bum, a no-name, in his comeback fight after what he's just been through 6-7 months ago, right? The fact that he's coming back and the fact that he's fighting a legit opponent in his comeback fight is commendable and I respect it a lot. And win or lose, I will always respect Anthony Joshua for that. I'm curious to see what he looks like. We can't really take much from the Jake Paul fight. We really can't. That was a nothing fight. Jake Paul shouldn't have been in there, but both men earned their money, and fair enough. It was a show. The Daniel Dubois fight, AJ really bit down on his mouthpiece and went for it. He was swinging. A lot of the technique went out the window. He was with Ben Davies, a great trainer, but I don't think that was really right for him, because the problem with Anthony Joshua's career is he's always been an overthinker. He's always overthinking everything he does. You can see him in there. He's always trying to be technical. And near the end, after he got dropped, he kind of just said fuck it and started swinging, and he went out on his shield. But the issues were coming before then, because he's one of those boxers, one of those athletes that's incredibly gifted. He is incredibly gifted. He's 6'6", built like a Greek god, pause, no glazing, no diddy. But he is incredibly gifted. Genetically, he's a specimen, right? But he just overthinks everything when he's in there. He's trying to be technical. He's trying to be perfect. He's trying to do everything to the book. And the reality is, he just needs to impose his will, and he will beat 98% of these guys. He will. He's a massive guy. He's a huge puncher. He's got a massive frame. He's the type of guy that can go in there and knock guys out. And the reason why we don't see so many AJ knockouts these days is because he's always trying to look perfect. He's always trying to be technically sound and do the right thing by the textbook rules of boxing. And whilst this has worked for him, we've seen this backfire. The reason why he lost to Usyk in those two fights was because he was trying to outbox Usyk. He's not going to outbox Usyk. He's a massive guy. He's not going to move as quickly as Usyk. The reason he lost to Andy Ruiz, obviously he got dropped, he got clipped, but he was trying to be too perfect. And that's one of the biggest issues in AJ's career. So I'm not sure if he's going to change. I'm not sure if he's going to adapt well, because obviously psychologically, he's probably going to be in a rough spot. So I don't know how much of his game is actually going to change. But even if we just see like a good version of Anthony Joshua, he can win. He can win against this guy for sure. He's getting old. He's 36, I believe. But he's still relatively in his prime. And if he does win, I guess we're going to see Tyson Fury versus AJ. The beef is there. The build-up is there. Both guys are going to kind of talk a bit of shit. Realistically, though, it's not as big a fight as it could have been. But that's just life. That's the way boxing goes. Let me know what you guys think about this fight in the comments below. I am extremely excited to see AJ. We can actually watch this fight, unlike fucking Tyson Fury's, the bum. So it will be interesting to see what happens, what goes down this Saturday. And I'm excited to see what AJ looks like. I'm excited to see what he says in the post-fight speech. I'm excited to see how he feels in there, because it's a massive thing that he's coming back from. Don't underestimate that. He's lost two of his best mates tragically. So we'll see how he returns. It's a miracle that he's coming back at all. And I'm looking forward to it. Massive, massive fight. Heavyweight boxing is looking good. Even with Tyson Fury being a bum and fighting bums, it's still good for the sport of boxing. We're still talking about it, but the best need to fight the best. And hopefully we get to see AJ versus Tyson Fury sometime in the near future. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Much love.